Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linke of Stamping with Bonnie Lynn. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I am going to show you how I made this card right here. It's a birthday card, and it's made with the stamp bundle Lighting the Way out of the January to April mini catalog. And this is such a cool stamp set, and it makes pretty cards and masculine cards too. So I'm excited about this one. But before we get started, I just want to go over a couple things for you. First of all, I want to apologize for not being on posting any videos lately. As you know, I went on vacation in Hawaii, and my second day in Hawaii, I came down with a sore throat. Didn't think anything of it. Didn't think anything of it when I lost my taste the following week. But when I got home and I tested positive for COVID, I realized, oh, I've had COVID for the last week and a half or better. And today, I'm now 2.5 weeks into it and still testing positive. So I may sound a little bit congested. That's something that just started yesterday. And so hopefully it won't last long and I'll be better soon. So I'm trying to do what I can. And I just felt like I wanted to do this today and share this with you. So here we go. Okay. January and February have been celebration months. So we're in February, and as Stampin' Up normally does, they added some more items to the celebration items. Everything in the celebration catalog as of the other day was still all available. But they added also some items from the general catalog, the annual catalog, and something from the spring catalog too. So we have the kindness card set. And these are $50 items where when you spend $50 on merchandise, you can get these items. You got the Kindness Card Kit. You got the Let's Party Treat Packaging Kit. And they have really cute kangaroos and alligators that would be cute on cards. And you got the white 3/4 inch frayed ribbon. You get 2 spools of that. There's the Essential Tag Punch. The Songbird Builder Punch. You know, until I just read that, I was thinking it was the Whale Punch. Oh boy, nothing wrong with me, is there? Into the Clouds Embossing Folder. The Hive 3D Embossing Folder. That's a really cool one. I like that one. The Loveliest Layers Decorative Mask. From the Spring Catalog, the Enjoy the Journey 12x12 Designer Series Paper. So I don't have that paper, and I placed an order the other day, and that's the item I took for my free item. And then for a $100 order, you can get the Eden's Garden Bundle that is in the annual catalog. So that's a really good deal too. So some wonderful things, and there is still 3 weeks, not quite 3 weeks left. Yeah, 3 weeks left to take advantage of this. So I hope you will do so. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I would love it if you would consider using me, Bonnie Lynn Linke. I'm under Bonnie Linke, Napa, Idaho. If you look it up on Stampin' Up's webpage, or you can go to my webpage, stampingwithbonnielynn.com. And Bonnie Lynn is all one word, no hyphen or anything. And not only will you find my card recipes, you'll find a link to shop. So, okay, back to Lighting the Way card. So what I do for this one, now I kind of copied this out of the spring mini catalog. You know, when you're not feeling well, you do what you can do. But I did change a few things on it, quite a few really. So this here is the Soft Succulent Cardstock is my card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, folded in half, burnished with the bone folder. And then I took a piece of 4 1/4 by 5.5 soft succulent paper, and I ran it through my Stampin' Cut machine in the embossing folder, the Fern 3D. And I really like this one. And I just thought it was pretty and would make a great background for this card. So I got my tear and tape here. And I'll just, sorry, I should have had this already on, but I completely forgot, which seems to be my motto lately. I don't know if I just got brain freeze from having COVID. And before I had COVID, it was from having the surgery in November. So I was just, you know, starting to feel my normal self again. And then I had some great whim to go on vacation. And I mean, it was a last minute whim for us. I said, let's go. And my husband, being as nice as he is, he said, sure, I want to get away. Little did we know. But I tell you, if you've never been to Pearl Harbor, it's a fabulous place to go. It was our first time there, and I loved it. And I found something out. My oldest brother, who's 13 years older than me, I was texting him, and he told me that our great uncle was on one of the ships when Pearl Harbor was bombed and spent 6 hours in the ocean before he was rescued. And, you know, not always wanting to believe everything I'm told, I then called my next brother in age, who's 11 years older than me, and he said, well, yeah, he was stationed in Hawaii at that time, and my sister didn't know any of this information. It was like, how did these two know and not the rest of us? But in all fairness, the oldest one was in the Army in the Vietnam War, and the other one was in the Navy. So it's only, I cannot find it hard to believe that my uncle would have shared that with them. Okay, so I've put the panel that's embossed onto my card base with tear and tape. And then I'm going to take this piece of paper here, and I forgot what it's called. So let me grab my paper. And it is the Fancy Flora 6x6 Designer Series paper out of the spring catalog. And this paper is so pretty. Look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. Look at this one. I saw this one last night, and that kind of reminded me right there of a puppy's face. But if you look at this right here, it could almost be like a dog snout or a pig snout or something. So it is, that's what I saw last night when I looked at it. So you can laugh at me. But it is just all so pretty. And purple is my favorite color. Look at the teals, the blues. Both sides of this is absolutely gorgeous. I love this paper. I think it's a must-have. I really do. And again, that is the Fancy Flora 6x6 Designer Series paper in the January to April catalog. So next we want to do is put this on. So we're just going to put a couple pieces of tear and tape on this. Just like so. Okay, we're going to see how good I can do this here. I'm just going to take it off. Now this piece is 3 inches by 5.5, so you can get 2 pieces out of it. And I just put it down at the bottom in the middle, and I want it even with the edge, so I hold it against the bottom like so, and just go up like so. There we go. And then this is soft sea foam paper, so I'm going to get that out. I'm going to get my stamp set, which is over here. And I'm going to need my Pearson mat because these are photopolymer. And we are going to need this little stamp right here. And this one is a grass. And I want a little bit bigger than that one. So thinking I was going to have a class this coming week, I went and I washed all my blocks in the dishwasher last night. So see, it's so nice and shiny. I like it. And, well, then I tested positive still today. So that put the end to that happy thought. But, so at least all my blocks are clean. You know, I had wanted them to be clean if I was going to have a class. And then I want a piece of paper underneath this, because I'm going to go off the end of it, because I'm going to kind of alternate them. And you can do it however you like. Like so. And then I'm going to do, let me see, what did I do here? Okay. I'm going to go above it, and I'm going to do a second layer. And you notice that I'm not putting, like that's dark, so I made sure I put light over top that, except for right there. There's another dark one, okay. And I can just go a little bit higher right there. There we go. Okay, and being I have it out, and I know that I want this for the inside of my card, and I believe I wanted it on my envelope too. So I believe, and when you have a stamp out, go on and do it all. So I'm gonna put right like here, and then a light one up there on my envelope. And then I'm going to do the bottom here pretty much the same way I did it on the soft seafoam paper. Whoops, I didn't mean to do it that way. Oh well. And there we go. Okay, so that is it for the soft, that was soft succulent ink that I was using right there. And I'll just clean this block off real quick on my shimmy. Okay, and then you're gonna take your die, and it's the Lighting the Way dies. I love it. They have now, Stampin' Up! Has now started calling their dies by the same name as their stamp sets. Can you believe that? It only took them how many years to figure that out? Okay, let's see. You're going to want to cut the lantern out. And the piece of paper, I cut it out of the brushed metallic foils, and it was 2 1/4 inches wide by 3 3/4 inches tall. And that is one of the foils I use. You can cut it, this is what it looks like if you cut it out of black. And the black would be fine on there too. Maybe you like that a little bit more if it's a mail card. But I think this one looks just fine. So, okay. So you're going to take it and you're going to place it on here about where you want it. And that's where I want it. Then I'm going to take, and do I have a pencil up here? I don't. So I'm just going to take, and I'm going to make just a tiny little mark with my pointer. A little scratch or something. I don't know if you guys can see that. You can't really see where I did that. Neither can I. So, okay. I think you can see it. Okay. And that's because now I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight ink, and I'm going to go back to my stamp set, and I'm going to take the large circle, which is that one right there. And where's my ink? It's right here. And I'm going to stamp this right where that circle is. We'll see how well I got it in place or not. Yeah, I'll just have to put, yeah, that'll be perfect, just right there like so. Yeah. But you can, you know, put it where you want. And if you want it to stamp kind of around it some, and what I mean by that is go like so, and, you know, go like that. Give it more of a glow. You're welcome to do it. I don't want to. I just want to put it right there. Or you could have taken your blending brush and instead of stamping it, you could have used your blending brush to make it so it wasn't quite so round. Let me see. Where's my yellows? Blending brush. Right here. Okay, let's see. Let me just grab a little bit of yellow here. See, like if you wanted to disperse it some, so it's, oh, that actually is a good idea to do that, just to give it a little bit more glow. And I started right in the middle so that I didn't get a big glob on the outside. Oh, look at that. And it can even go outside the lantern some. That would be fine. Yeah, that's better. What a great idea. See, you think of things as you're talking and go along. Nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, so what's next? I want to glue this on. If you have the adhesive sheets, you could have put this on your card before you cut it. But I didn't do that because the strips are wide enough on the sides that I didn't feel I needed to. And I didn't think that the top really needed to be, that circle needed to be glued down. I'm having trouble seeing. Okay, so I want this right about there. There we go. I probably should have, when I stamped my lantern light, I should have probably put it up a tiny bit higher so that the saying could go on here better, but I didn't. And that's okay. All right, now we need to stamp a couple bumblebees. And for that, I get a piece of white cardstock. Still got my Stampin' Pierce mat under here. Let me see. I don't need that. So what I'm going to need is I'm going to need the large one. I'm going to put this away so I can use that block. So put the large bee on one, and then I used the medium-sized bee. And I'm also going to need this tiny circle too. I'm going to get a little block for that. Excuse me. Okay, now I used rich razzleberry for this. And to stamp it, I just went like so. So, as you can see, I still have the old style stamps pad for that one. I thought I had replaced them all, and I hadn't. Okay, so there's that one. And then we need the little one. It can be upside down, that doesn't matter. Okay, and let me see something on the inside. I had used, and this is the medium size one. So I put it on the inside of my card. Let's see, I want to get it the right way. So I'm going to have it going like so right there. And we're going to put one right here in the flower. And then my envelope, I had one on my envelope too. I'll just have it go right like so. Okay, so we are done with that. And we'll wipe these off. If you haven't looked at the kits under Stampin' Up, they have some really cool kits. And they even came out one that's a flower ring the first of the month. But the thank you kit is very pretty and colorful. There's no stamping on it. It's just all the paper pieces there and you put it together. And that keeps the price down because there is no stamp set. So take a look at all the kits. There's some really nice ones on there. I'm really impressed. And don't forget to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. It's to do with In the Clouds. Let's see, I want to stamp that one off for this one. It coordinates with the stamp set Playing in the Rain. And it's only available through the 10th of the month to order. And I know I love the Playing in the Rain bundle, the suite of products. And then you just stamp the back of the bird, of the bee, on both of these, like so. But also what you do, okay, then you cut them out, which, you know, by the magic of pre-doing things, I actually pre-did this, all of this, pretty much before I went to Hawaii. I stamped and cut them out because I was supposed to film this before I went to Hawaii, but I didn't. So, and then when I got home, I was too sick to do it. Let's see. And to top it off, my nails need doing, and I couldn't go in to get those done either when I got back. Life is tough. Okay, decide where you're going to have these go. And I'm going to have mine go kind of like this. And then, because you want to stamp underneath where they're going to go. So you figure that out. And you just move them and just kind of stamp under where it's going to go. Kind of like this. Put it right there. All right. Our stamping is all done. Oh, I know. We got to do a greeting. Okay. For the greeting, before we put this all together, this here I heat embossed on Crumb Cake. You could use Sahara Sand. If you have craft, you can use that. And I heat embossed 3 of them. Okay. This one is from Artistically Ink. And I just cut it out with my paper trimmer. And the way I did that, I want to show you how I did that real quick, even though I don't think I'm going to use it. I got it to where I thought it should be. I don't know if this is going to be even or not being able to stand above it. Not really. Okay, so let's try this again. And it doesn't hurt to tape it to get it even. Let's see. But this is just to get, and I want to start with this one. Okay. So I made it even like that. And then I want to go and, let me see, how wide was this? It's about a 1/2 inch. So I can probably put this on the 1/2 inch and have it pretty accurate. Just under a 1/2 inch, I think. Yeah, and go like so. Okay. And then I just did this end at an angle. I laid it in there at an angle. and cut it like so. And then I did the same for this end. And that gave me my angles. Just as simple as that. That's something anybody can do. All you need is a paper trimmer. You could even do it with your scissors if you can cut a straight line. I can't cut a straight line for anything. So that's one way to do it. The other way is if you want it a little bit smaller, we're saying the something fancy bundle. It says happy birthday right here. Oops. And then you can, if you get the bundle, you have the something fancy dies and this die right here. Take that off. And it's exact same die. I did not notice this till after I had made the card, or I might have just done this from the beginning, but I wanted to show it to you. Plus you get some other really cool tags, labels tags in there. And this is what it looks like right there. So either way works. Okay, so now let's put our card, finish putting it together. So we got this much done. We now need dimensionals. And that's what I got here. I tend to go overboard on my dimensionals, and that's okay. You do what you feel comfortable with. And we'll go on and take these all off. This is the Take Your Pick tool. It's wonderful. And you want to put this on, just center it on the front of your card. And then you want to take your dimensionals again. Let's see, will a big one work on this one? I don't remember. No, it won't. So we'll do a couple minis. Or else I could have cut it in half. But we'll put a mini there. We'll put a mini here. Get my cute little trash can. Okay, another thing I want to tell you about. It looks like Stampin' Up is doing a color revamp this year. They haven't told us, so this is just theory, but I say it because I've seen something where they're doing the new mini cut and emboss machine. They're going to have it come out in boho blue, where you can buy it, not just get it as signing up to be a new demonstrator during celebration. But it's been 5 years. They normally do a revamp about every 5 years. And it looked like they, in a couple of the, it's in the early release that they're doing, online exclusive is what they call it, and it will be available to everybody March 1st. But Lost Lagoon is one of the colors that's coming back in that paper. And there is another color too in the Designer Series paper that they're letting us buy early that I haven't purchased yet. And I can't remember what the other color is, but it was a favorite. So it looks like that's what they're doing. So I would suggest, my point in telling you all this, if there's a color you like on the paper or something, to go ahead and order it before they run out of it, because they'll reach a point where if they're discontinuing it, that once they run out, that's it. And make sure you have all your re-inkers, that if you need to buy a second one of a color because yours is almost empty or something, now is the time to do it before they run out. So just a word of warning. Okay, these are the adhesive back Milky Dots. And the colors on these are navy, petal pink, mango, and white. The white are up above the petal pink. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, see, I'm going to put one right about there. And I think I'm going to put one right about there. Oh, I forgot to I forgot to put the saying on. And one about there. And then let's see, which saying do we want? This is when I wish I was doing it live and you guys could jump in. I am going to start doing them live, but I got to figure out how first. I like the size of that big one. And I like that one too. You know, I like the big one the most, so that's the one I'm going to go with. So I'm going to take and use 3 dimensionals. Put this on. I'll just have it cover the very bottom of the lantern like so. Okay, and now we need to finish the inside, and we need a saying. And for that, I'm gonna grab my stamp set here. Okay, you are all kinds of wonderful. Oh, wouldn't one of my brothers just love that? So I think I have 5 of them. So one of them might like it. Okay. I love my brothers. Don't ever think differently. Okay, and I need my soft succulent ink, which is right over here. I wonder what all of my mess you guys can see. Go ahead and stamp that up. There's one of the stamp sets, I think it's in the mini catalog, and it says, I know your real age, good things for friends, or something like that. So I should have put that in here for my oldest brother. Yep. He'd get a kick out of that. All right, so let me just put my tear and tape on here. We're almost done. And don't forget to send your cards out when you make them. There are lots of people who I know would enjoy having a handmade card. And if you make so many of them, you don't know what to do with them, donate them to, you know, a nursing home or a senior facility or something. Senior facilities always need thank you notes and sympathy cards. There's a never-ending need of them for those. Okay, and I sure didn't get that very straight, but that'll be good enough. If it was real bad, I got undo, that I could undo the tape and redo it, but it's not that bad. It's just more a little far over to the right edge than what I would normally put it, is all. All right, there we go. What a beautiful card. Happy birthday. You are all kinds of wonderful. And then the envelope, and we'll look at the inside. Let's place that there like so, and that one there like so. And there you go. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your time. It means a lot to me. And as I said, if you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I hope you'll join me. And also be looking out. I do have a shadow box that I have designed out of the Playing in the Rain stamp set that I'll be offering soon on my website. I just need to feel more myself before I can get that out to you. And I'm working on designing a set of cards too. So I look forward to sharing all of that with you. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful week. Stay healthy and stay warm. Bye.